bring you the 2026 all-new RWD Tesla Model Y review. So, this is it. The car that what feels like millions of people have been waiting for. The completely redesigned 2026 Tesla Model Y. For years, this has been the electric crossover everyone else is measured against. But let's be honest, it was never perfect. And with all the hype around this Project Juniper refresh, I've got a question. Is it actually different, or just more of the same? I've spent the last week driving this thing to get you the real story, beyond the slick marketing and the fan forums. Has Tesla finally fixed that notoriously firm ride? Is the interior actually premium this time? And is this new, more efficient rear-wheel drive model the best all-around electric SUV you can buy? The answers? Well, they're not what I expected. Exterior more than just a facelift. Walking up to the 2026 Model Y, the first thing you'll notice is the face. It's sharper, cleaner, and finally looks like it belongs in the same family as the new Model 3. Those new, super slim headlights are now connected by a full-width light bar, giving it a much more modern and, dare I say, aggressive look. Tesla also tucked a new camera into the redesigned front bumper, which is a nice little upgrade for parking and driver aids. It's not a radical reinvention, but it's a smart evolution. These changes aren't just for show. They genuinely help with aerodynamics, which is a huge part of this car's story. The whole design just feels more cohesive. It's still unmistakably a Model Y, but it's grown up. It's more polished. Interior finally premium enough? Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the old Model Y's interior. The biggest complaint was always that it felt basic. The materials just didn't live up to the price. So, did Tesla fix it with the Juniper refresh? Oh yeah? They were definitely listening. The moment you open the door, the whole cabin just feels nicer. They've wrapped nearly everything in soft touch materials, from the headliner down to the lower door panels. You get real aluminum accents on the steering wheel and doors that add a legitimate touch of class. And get this, the redesigned front seats are now ventilated. A massive win. Acoustic glass all around makes the cabin significantly quieter, but the real game changer is for the people in the back. There's a new 8-inch touchscreen for rear passengers. They can now control their own climate, stream videos, or play games. It completely transforms the back seat from a penalty box into a premium space. This isn't just a minimalist interior anymore, it's a thoughtfully designed, high-tech, and genuinely comfortable cabin. The drive and the RWD difference. So, what's it like to drive? We all know Teslas are quick, but this new long-range rear-wheel drive model isn't about snapping your neck. It's making around 295 horsepower and gets you from 0 to 60 in about 5.4 seconds. Plenty of punch for daily driving, delivered with that signature electric smoothness. The real story here is the ride and the efficiency. Tesla has completely retuned the suspension, and the result is a much smoother ride. It hasn't lost that sporty, nimble handling that makes the Y feel smaller than it is, but it's no longer punishingly firm over bumps. But the standout feature? The efficiency is just staggering. In my real-world testing, I was averaging around 15.7 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. This model uses an LFP battery pack, around 60 to 65 kilowatt-hours, which Tesla says you can and should charge to 100% all the time without worrying about it. That efficiency gives you a realistic, real-world highway range of about 270 miles from a full charge, which is phenomenal for a battery this size. Charging and technology. Of course, it's a Tesla, so you get the gold standard supercharger network. Charging is seriously strong. On a V3 supercharger, you can pack in up to 182 miles. On the tech front, the new spring update introduces the Hey Grok voice assistant. It's great for natural language requests, like telling it a destination for the navigation. While it can't control the car's climate or media just yet, it's a clear sign of where things are headed. And full self-driving, supervised, just keeps getting better. It confidently handled city streets, stoplights, and intersections all week. The software and the constant over-the-air updates are what make the Tesla experience feel so alive. So after a week with the 2026 rear-wheel drive Model Y, what's the real story? The good stuff is obvious: industry-leading efficiency, a massively upgraded interior that finally feels premium, and a ride that is a world away from the old car. The tech and charging network are still the best in the business. What's not so good? Well, the minimalist design is still here. Almost every single control is buried in that center screen, which some people will love and others will hate. And while the ride is much improved, it still has a sporty, firm edge to it. But here's the big question: is this the best all-around electric SUV you can buy? For the first time, I think the answer is a resounding yes. It's no longer just the default choice because of the badge. It's the right choice for a massive number of people. It's fun, ridiculously easy to live with, and thanks to these Juniper updates, it's finally both practical and premium. What do you think? Is this the Model Y you've been waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if this review helped you out, a like and a subscribe would be amazing. Thanks for watching.